What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Idle Heroes. Today, we've got some things to do, because Operation Big P brought a lot of loot into the account. We have things that we can get done that we couldn't do before. But before we do those things, I want to say a special thank you to the channel members, because those are the people that make operations like Operation Big P possible. So we have Trippy, JMV, and White Crow, the OG3 members. They have been joined by Zanelli and Electric Leaf. Those are all of our Rathican tier members, helping support the content. But on top of the Rathican tier, we have our very first great Rathican tier member joining the channel, Lotto Delidzi. If I said that wrong, I apologize. If I said it right, that was intended. But a huge thank you to you guys for helping support the channel. You guys make the operations possible so that we can make content like this. And with that said, it's time to use some of our loot. So we've got a buttload, and I say a buttload, relatively figuratively speaking buttload. We got 5 million stellar shards. What this means is that Aspen can absolutely be V4'd today, but on top of that, we could actually even start void imprinting Horus if we wanted to. And I'm not sure if it's better to void imprint to 4 like Aspen and then void imprint Horus because he's going to be a tenant for Aspen, and I can also swap those around later. I'm not really sure how the tenants are going to shake out. It's better to run Horus as my main with Aspen and Drake and whatnot as his tenants, rather than just running Aspen as the main guy. We'll see how it all shakes down. But maybe it's better to use those Stellar to start pushing Tree of Origin. I don't really know. For now, we're just going to do Aspen and kind of wait and see what we're going to do on Horus. But to do that, we also need a 10-star food, which we have plenty of stuff to make 10 stars. We could 10-star a Shia. Why can't we 10-star a Sigmeister? Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, he's probably not set as food. Maybe we don't have enough 5-star heroes, but that's okay, because I think we've got stuff in our wrong bag. One of these days I'm gonna learn. It's not this day. We got a 9-star here. We do have some 5 stars we can pull out as food. Your food, Ice Blink has always been food. I don't know how many I actually need, because I could 10-star Shia, but I couldn't 10-star Sigmund, and since I'm not using Shia copies as food, maybe that was why. Is that enough? It's not enough. How many do we need? Click on Sigmund. 13 5 stars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 2 more. No big deal. We've got the Ormus copies. We'll go ahead and yoink an Ormus out of there as well. Wrong bag. I tell you, one of these days I will get that right. It will become second nature. We could pull out more Siggies. We'll just pull out the 3 Ormuses. Why not? No big deal. I could pull out these 9 stars. Don't really need them. I've got a Thale I can throw as food anyway. Actually, you know what? I will pull out one of these 9 stars. I just remembered that 9-star Thale, I can use that in the Void Arc. I can't use a puppet in the Void Arc. Might as well get rid of the puppets and not the 6 stars. That's using your noodle. Okay, so bam, bam, and now we can 10-star the old Sigmeister, or we can 10-star an Ormus. How's our Pokédex look? This is important for me. Okay, we haven't 10-starred either Ormus or Sigmund, so we might as well get the Sigmeister on there first, even though he will be fed out immediately. He needs to be part of the Pokédex. All right, so you, bam, copies this, 3 puppets, yep, doing everything right, 9-star puppet, food, that looks right to me. Everything that I'm seeing here is correctamundo, and I like to see the way I see it. Okay, so 10-star Sigmeister, made. Okay, done. And now, because he's made, it's V4 Aspen time. We could rock Sigmeister's banner. Oh, should we? Shall we? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Maybe down the line. For nowsies, he's just going to be food. That's all he's coming out for. So, let's jump over here, check our Void Imprint map, go ahead and upgrade this sucker to max. Quick upgrade, 609,000. That's actually not, I thought it was going to be closer to 1 million. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. So I have 4.3 million of these left over. 1 hundo speed. We don't really need the speed. Honestly, it might be faster than my Ada at this point. That might not be good, but it's okay. Either way, put a Sigmund in here, and now we're going to be doubling the active skill damage of our Aspen from 260 to 520% attack. That's beautiful. Also 25% extra damage of the target's current HP rather than 20%, which is great. A 10% extra chance to horrify, which is also nice, and I think it scales even this up by 5%. So now if they're below 40 instead of just 35, I get the extra damage and plus a heal. So that is fantastic. V4 Aspen, done. Alrighty, so he's full on finito. What does this mean? All Void Imprints enhanced and Void Campaign unlocked. So we can't even do that. We don't have the Void Campaign unlocked because these Sigmunds keep tickling me in not a great way. We have 1683 speed. We are faster than Ada now. That could be an issue. It might not be an issue, but it could be an issue. We'll see how that shakes down later on. But this should unlock the Cloud Island, correct? Their first time being here. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, hold up. I gotta take the volume down. It's so loud here. Is that better for you guys? Probably. I don't know. Why the Celestial Island has the loudest music on Earth, I will never understand. I gotta take one of these out. It's just that loud to me. It's just crazy. But now, how do we do this? We need coziness. This is our house. We have a house. We can put a person in our house. Who do we put in the house? Aspen. He's the only person we can put. Oh, you have to be Fee4 to be a householder. Is that what that is? Okay, so just because you're an E5 doesn't mean you can be a householder. You have to also be V4. Learning. Okay, so you're in. Yep. Changes consume gems. Confirming selection. Okay, yeah, sure. How many gems does it take? Oh, hold up. Locked. Require to construct the chorus. Hold up. Building a wheat field, a central market, a dining table, and a spring well. Okay, how do we do that? Construction. Click button. Okay, a wheat field. 500 gemages. Sure. We'll put the wheat field over here. No, we'll put it over here by the roads. Everyone can see our wheat. Perfect. All right, what else do we got? Buttons. A central market. Well, we should put that in the center. Otherwise, it's not a central market. Dining table. Where would we eat? Would you eat near your central market? Perhaps. They sell food there probably. We'll give them a space to walk around a little bit so no one's just all up in their business while they're eating. And then a spring well. Well, we're going to need water probably for our crops. Let's put that near about the crops. You don't want to be hauling water all the way across the map. That's just annoying. We don't want to do that. Okay, bam. A magical fountain. What is this? Aura building. A fountain spouting cool water with rhythm of music. Yep, words. And this is a flower terrace. An aura building. I don't really know what the aura buildings mean. They're $3 million and 1,000 gemages each. Oh my gosh, it's large. I mean, if you want to look at something pretty, I guess, that we'll put that by the house, right? We want the koi fish over here. Can we move this? Oh my gosh, we can. We're gonna chill in the back and we're gonna look at our fish fountain. And what else is it? A flower terrace. It's a little flower terrace. It's nothing too special. Do we have to water this flower terrace? Potentially. And if we do, let's keep it closer to the water well, because why not? Okay, so we have those done. That should be everything that we needed, right? To put tenants in homes. Right? We can upgrade them? Oh, yes. Fixed Hutchpa. Fixed attack. That's not a lot of fixed attack, but it's some. I'm not sure if that's important to go with right away. I think it's probably more important. How do we give you people? Okay, who can go here? Horus, Edgar, or Balrog. Obviously, okay, so it tells you what it gives. 300,000 HP, 12,000 attack, and 1 speed. Welcome into the home. That's gonna be Dark Arthendal, Aspen, or Gru. Probably not there. Bade, Walter, or Asmo. We got none of them. What about over here? Scary. Bloodblade and Sleepless. So right now, he's got some pretty dookie tier tenants. It seems like only another Aspen. Maybe an Asmo is all we'd really throw at this guy. And I think that's why I kind of wanted to do a Horus as a householder, because I believe Aspen is a tenant for him. I also believe Drake's a tenant for Horus, and I will definitely be building a Drake. So we'll see about all that. For nowsies, we can put no one else in there but this guy. So should we upgrade this? Maybe. Is it expensive to, like, we only have a little bit of wood. We have very little wood. No, we don't. Let's go ahead and upgrade this, I guess, the 3 times that we can. You can probably, I'm guessing, what does it cost to reset it? 200 gems to reset. That's not too bad. So we'll just go ahead and pop that up as high as we can. So he's now gaining 14,000 extra attack, 350,000 HP, and a couple of speed. He doesn't really need the speed, but sure. I've mainly been stocking up on rocks And I believe that Aspen is slot 2 for Horus Householder, so we could upgrade this like way, way high. I have 35,000 rocks. I'm a lying piece of crap. I haven't been stocking up on anything. What do we have a lot of? Maybe we just haven't used. Oh, it's probably on my mini account. It's probably not over here because I haven't done the Fantasy Arcade here. Either way, wheat fields upgrade. We could upgrade stuff like this with. The heck is that? I don't know. And toolboxes. I'm gonna leave these alone for now. I don't feel like they're probably as important. Oh, oops! I didn't mean to do that, but it worked. Go back. Okay, so that's how we can leave. 3,000. We have 400 coziness. How do you make more coziness? Quests? There's quests for this? Okay, that's the same thing as Celestial Island quest. Nothing new. There's a manual. We can put skins on things. What else could a feller build? Hold up. I'm trying to build stuff. Oh. Yeah. There's decorative. Okay, so you can put flat ground and sunflowers and small spherical bushes. So we can even oh, we can put a grill. We could put a grill out here. Well, I mean, if we're going to be selling food, they need a grill. Duh, they got a big meat stick right there. Now it's cooked meat. We're there for the peeps. Okay, so we're not going to worry too much about this. Seems like, what can we upgrade? Oh, hold up. I'm in the wrong button still. Can you upgrade your main house or anything? We can't. Hold up. Is that what this is? Up? You can! Oh. Coziness limit increases by upgrading your house. We need more of those things, but I don't really know what those are, but we'll need them. And wood, which sucks, because we need our wood for this. That's different woods. That's planks. Okay, we have different types of wood. We'll learn about that down the line. For now, what a feller has is now an Aspen who's holding the house. Holding the house, he still has 20 million HP. Not a huge bump to the stats that I was expecting. I was expecting a much larger boops. But we're still doing all right. I'm not upset about this. He's also got a much stronger skill now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some broken spaces. That is the plan. We got 3 hours left on these suckers. Hold up. 2 hours and 40 minutes left on these suckers. I've done what I can in most of the other areas. Tavern Quest, obviously done. And we've got this stuff knocked out for like the next few months. Fusions, I didn't fuse my 5-star heroes all I could. I don't think it's that big a deal. We can get to that in a moment. Brave Trial. Shut up, Brave Trial. But broken spaces. I would ideally like to reach stage 7. I don't know how realistic that is, because I've never pushed to stage 7 before. The fact that it's an 8 and an Aspen does scare me a lot. But there's a lot of loot on the table here. We have 300 badges to smoke things with. It seems like our best bet for the next couple is going to be running enables to purify ourselves from crowd control. That seems to be the best, because these guys are all crowd controlling bros, and that's going to be a bit annoying. So, let's go ahead and do that right now. Set everybody up for, I guess we could run control immunity, but why? Is there a better thing I could run on you, Ada? I don't think Antlers is all that strong for Ada. But maybe it is. Energy Artifact, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference either. Candy Cane would make her immune to stun and also give her a little bit more attack. I think we'll just leave her alone. She's not like my big damage powerhouse anyway. It's Aspen. So we will change her enables though. Damage, reducing crit damage received, probably not important. We'll just give the lethal fight back. This is the crowd control purify. That seems like the one we're going to want to run. And we'll give the balanced strikes, because why not do balanced strikes? Hopefully no one's killing us immediately on our E5s. That would be sad. that would hurt me. Let's go ahead. What is this? Oh, I was trying that for the Sigmunds. Sigmund. We'll get Sigmund. It's going to happen. He's going down. The old Sig monster. Eventually we are going to show him who's boss. But it is not today. Not today, bro. Okay, so you, we'll pop you like this. Give you some crowd control purification. We may not need it on Aspen, just because after he's done like 5 basic attacks, he's pretty much control immune. It may not be the best enable for him, but we'll run it just because if he does get crowd controlled, it'll help keep our damage high more consistently. I don't think we need HP block on the old Horus. Probably need a block stone on Horus. We'll give him the antlers just for better damage. A little more attack, a little less HP, but that's okay. He doesn't need a ton of HP. He's fine. We could Void Imprint him, but we're not gonna. We're gonna hold off on that, and we're gonna wait. The rest of the dudes, I don't think it really matters what we do. An energy artifact on her just gets her to pop it immediately. What does this give? The same thing. It's just the same thing, but you don't have the dark. Doesn't really matter. Okay. More HP than not. I want to make sure she survives. 4.5 million health. It's probably enough to keep her alive. She's not here to deal damage, just to scale our damage. Penny's cool. Need a better artifact for Penny. But eventually she's probably going to go, you know, become food. So I'm not too worried about Penny. No enables for her. Cruz, he's set up right now with King of Demons to stay alive. And he does a little bit of healing for us, nothing too crazy. His stun won't be useful, but he does have a weakness mark that boosts damage taken by 50%. Mazel. So that's going to be our team. I would probably do better dropping one of these bros for a Drake. I don't think 5-star Drake will do enough. I also think 5-star Drake will die. But maybe down the line. So I do need to build one of these. I do need to build Elena. She'll be nice for our self-sustain kind of. But for now, we're just going to run with what we got. I'll build those guys later on. So, boop. Broken spaces. Let's take ourselves a little sneak peek here at what we can do to stage 5. Corpse Demon hits the frontline enemies. Who do we want to get frozen? Honestly, if he gets frozen, it's not a big deal. He'll just unfreeze himself after 3 blocks. Plus, he'll be doing it anyways. And then Jara hits random enemies, so not really much we can do about that. I think she also steals attack. So if she steals Cruz's attack, ain't worried about it. Ain't worried about it even a little bit. So pop this in 3x and see what kind of damage we can kind of get rolling. We already got stunned, but we cured ourselves of it. That enable is quite handy. I'm not exactly sure. I wish you could see like what these all mean, because they're different. Because these aren't the same things for both of these guys. They're just not, oh, they're getting poisoned. I forgot she has damage over time. We're taking damage. We are actually taking some damage right now. We're getting hurt on Horus. Cruz is taking damage. So maybe Elena would make some sense just in terms of survivability. We could be in a dookie pickle. A dickle. We're not in one of those, okay? We're absolutely not in a dookie pickle right now. But it seems like we're doing okay crowd control-wise. Our E5s are staying up. I'm mainly worried what'll happen if we lose Heartwatcher, because she's going to be our biggest damage scaling engine right now, being that she's going to pretty much quadruple our damage output. If she dies, things are going to get rough for us. I might end up throwing a Rune's Power on her instead of the Energy Artifact. Energy Artifact scales her up a little bit faster and getting her max stacks out. Man, these guys are hitting pretty hard. They ain't playing games with us. But I do want to see, we're tricking them down. They're taking actual damage. It's 124 million on both of those people from the old Aspenator, which is kind of disgusting. I want to see Horus go nuts. He's got 35 stacks of attack, and I think that's skill damage or crit damage or something. 309 million damage basic attack. That's bonkers. Absolute bonkerinos. But everybody's staying alive fairly well, which is good. I think might be that's Cruz doing some 20% healings in there. Which is nice. Love to see stuff like that. Cruz got stunned. Hurts to be Cruz. Penny's taking some damage. That was 100 and something million damage coming out of Horus there. Not bad for V0 Horus. 40 million damage on that. That's pretty nuts as well. Everyone stayed alive to round 15. That's good. We're missing out on some crits here. That's just we don't have a crit stone on Aspen, which is a bit annoying because I rolled so many dusts. 5 billion damage. That's what I'm talking about. That is beautiful damage. 3.3 billion damage out of the old Aspenator. That's disgusting. And you know what's crazy? Penny? Not doing terrible. But Horus dropping over 1 billion damage, and he's not even really upgraded or, like, honestly built probably the way he should be. Still, that's pretty good. A V4 Horus might be a freaking monster, dude. I love it. I love seeing it. Heals. Cruz didn't heal that much. These guys, I think, healed themselves more than anything with their attacks. Heartwatcher healed himself a little bit, but, I mean, 29 million heals. That's still pretty good for a 9-star Cruz. He's given Aspen 388 million heals. Glorious. How many percentages was that? About, what, 14%? Am I going to math that out? Absolutely not. Die. Okay. Stage 6. Same issue. Crowd control, kind of a thing. Corpse Demon shouldn't be a big issue here, though. He's only going to hit my frontline units, so yeah. Cruz might take a bit of a pounding here, and not in a good way. But Oberon's a little bit different. He's got that twine, which is a bit annoying. I don't really like it. He's going to twine a lot of people, so I'm assuming, like, our backline dudes gonna be like twined 90% of the time. It might be a better idea to throw... Hold up. Let's think with our noodles. Let's use our noggin noodles a little bit, because that's important. Let's get this off of you. I think it's a great artifact, don't get me wrong. We're gonna run, I guess... Fortress? I don't really need that. I don't know why it's even upgraded. I don't even have a Fortress Hero. We're just gonna run the Candy Cane on her. I know it's not great, but it is attack percent and HP. It's fine. She has most of her damage from percent bonuses anyway, so it's not a big deal. And we're gonna go ahead and swap you over, and we're gonna give you this, okay? No HP, but 30% damage reduction is great, and a 25% control immunity. If she can dodge a few twines, she's gonna scale my damage better, and that's really what I'm going for here. I want her to survive, and as much as possible, get those marks put on enemies. So, with that said, that should be good. We've already got the crown on you right there. Not the crown, the King of Demons. Kind of a crown. It is a crown, if you think about it. It goes upon your head, and that counts. Alright, back over to Broken Spaces. Boop. Stage 6. Let's see what we got. Level 300 enemies. Corpse Demon's gonna hit the front. I think Oberon hits random people. I could be random. I don't know. Maybe? We'll see. We'll watch it in slow-mo for a second. Just kind of see what's going on. See what kind of damage bros are doing. Okay, so we've already got some seeds sprouting. Cruz is twined. Cruz has taken some significant damage, actually, already, which isn't great. It's not great for the old Crucinator. Perhaps Cruz should be where Horus is. That might make more sense. That way he's not taking all the damage from, like, Corpse Demon smacking him with basic attacks as well. I need to see your basic attack. Okay, he does attack the first guy, so we'll probably swap Cruz up here to make sure he stays alive. These twining seeds sprouting at inopportune times is a bit annoying. He's not even... Good lord, I said Corpse Demon wasn't an issue. Bro just dropped some nasty damage. Penny's dead. Penny is gone. She bit the big one. She's no longer with us. No longer among us is the Penninator. Man. What is popping right there? He must be... Corpse Demon used to be a joke. But bro's hitting like a freaking freight train right now. That was a big heal. That was a pretty nasty heal. 10 million HP, I mean, I'll take it. But man, that's doing work. That is doing some work. Maybe it's the poison ticking as well. Maybe it's Oberon doing the damage. It's just popping after he does his thing. Yeah, because he goes last. That's probably poison ticks we're seeing that are hitting us so hard. Potentially Dot Purify might be a good enable here. I mean, crowd control is nice, but he's going to remove that crowd control kind of on himself. Dot Purify could be kind of a big deal. Heart Watcher did die there, a little bit annoying. I'm not sure how long she would normally survive anyway. Huge heal there, right in time before he got smoked on. We are seeing damage come up though, right? Damage is falling off of them in a visible way. So they're not like taking like none damage. 417 million damage on that attack. That's awesome. Get some. Only about 4 billion coming out here. Only about 4 billion. What a great number. 3 billion coming out of this, bro. But potentially the crowd control is less of a deterrent, at least for Horus in the front line. Maybe we should be running the Dot Purify, because that poison is absolutely doing damage. As you can see, a lot of damage. Corpse Demon didn't do dingleberries. Oberon did the dingleberries. He was dingleberrying. He healed for 8 HP. That's crazy. So perhaps, potentially, maybe, perhaps, possibly, we're going to try it. We're going to try one run and see if we can outdo 4 billion. Now, there's obviously going to be a bunch of different variances to that. You never really know whether someone got twined that wasn't supposed to get twined. Heart Watcher dies early. But we're just going to do a quick smoosharoo on it. And by a smoosharoo, I don't think we're going to actually smash it. We only did 5%. We're going to actually do the battle. I'm just going to next the battle. Like, whoop. Like, zoop. And see what we did. 3.4 billion. We did less. Now, again, like I said, you don't know. Heart Watcher could have died early. And if that happens, our damage scales way, way back. Let's try it one more time. Doing it the old regular way. We just still did 5% damage. Let's swap these guys up. So Horus is getting hit by all the basic attacks as well. The more he blocks, the more he'll cleanse himself. Oh my god, that was a horrible one. Heart Watcher must have died in the first 2 seconds. Maybe Maybe we were just doing it right the old way. Maybe the old way is the best way. Or maybe we just got really lucky on that first hit. We'll do it. That was only 2%. We'll try it uno mas timos. And just see. And just see what happens. Maybe we're getting really unlucky with Heartwatcher getting smoked on 3.8 billion. So we're bouncing back up and around. We got quite the variance here. And I think a lot of that's coming down to how fast she dies. If she dies early, we're obviously not going to be getting a whole lot of stacking of damage. And if that's the case, we're going to be dropping some damage. But either way, at 5% per, we can easily smash this out. About 20 tickets. And that bro's dead. We still have 308 of these bad boys to try to tackle Big Daddy Aspen and the OG Ada. Now, this one's going to be interesting. Now, we don't need any crowd control. I mean, Horrify from Aspen is a thing. Maybe crowd control is not a terrible thing to cleanse ourselves from. I don't think we need dots. Marks might be nice. Although I don't know if the Mark Purify actually is going to kick in fast enough. Like before her mark actually triggers. Because she has her own little thingy-majig-bob deal. The Balanced Strike mark, right? Whenever they cast an active skill, they take damage by 25% of the enemy's max HP. You know what? That actually might just be... Mark Purify might be the way to go here. Just because. We don't need crowd control as much. Yeah, if we get Horrified, it'll be a little bit annoying. But that mark is going to hit some nasty damage on my bros. And I don't really want to be taking huge percentage amounts of my HP as damage if I can dodge it by simply purifying that balance mark off anytime that she's going to pop it. You've got Dot right now. Obviously, we won't need that. We'll go like this. Who do they attack with? Do they have a random basic attack? I can't remember. Lowest HP enemy. So that's probably going to be... Oh, they're going to smoke out my Heartwatcher and stuff quick. And Cruise. They're going to get dingleberried fast, and that's not great. Ada, who's your basic attack target? You got a random one? Highest HP. Okay. So she's going to be hitting Aspen 100% of the time. This is about to be interesting. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see. Wrong button. Over here. Bam. Alrighty. Let's give it the old feel it out tickle. Doesn't really matter the position of my units now because they target based on lowest and highest HP. Where we're at doesn't really matter. So, position means nil. Let's go. Let's see just how tough these bros are. I'm going to guess white. I mean, the last stage was already hitting pretty hard. I'm just hoping Aspen is like one-shot my Heartwatcher. Well, that would hurt. That hurt a little bit. Cruz is horrified. Not a horrible deal. Not obviously ideal. He is going to basic attack Penny, probably. No, he's not. Why did he not? Is his skills different? He's not targeting my lowest HP. Unless Cruz is technically my lowest HP right now. I mean, he is a 9-star. Good God, that hurts. So we've already lost Heartwatcher, which means our damage is not going to be scaling the way one would want it to. Man, that hurts like a mother. we are in a dookie sandwich. And I think Horus is dead. Everybody is dying. Potentially, everyone is dead. 500 million damage. They hit so hard. Okay, so Mark Purify might have done something for us. It might have not done something for us. I can't tell you for sure, skis, if that was the case. But what I will say is these bros are just not going to survive. These dudes are actually hitting, like, legitimately hard. Do we even do 1%? We did 1%. So we could 100 smash our way through that with 100 smooshes. We'll grab these out for now. Let's take a quick moment, a quick reflective time, and say, what could be changed? What could potentially, we could remove crit damage a little bit. We're going to sacrifice damage for that. Resilience doesn't seem bad. It's a 15% heal, but if we take that Mark's damage, it's going to do more than Resilience heals, right? So this is probably a bad idea. The only thing we could really do is try to swap this over to Unbending, but it doesn't, well, we don't have Marks. Marks won't matter because Marks will go away. We can try Unbending just to see if our damage goes up by not essentially dying the first time we would die, and maybe keeping us in it for just a hair longer, and see if maybe that survival time is enough to, you know, offset the lack of damage and healing from that enable. Could be totally wrong. Could be totally right. So, we're going back in one more time against the old Danger Town Stage 7 here. Boop. See what we got going on. We'll play it in 1x. We only lasted like 3 rounds, so I mean, it's not like we're spending all day watching this one. Okay, horrified Aspen, or Aspen Horus. A little annoying, but okay. Unbending might cut into our survivability a little bit though, because we won't heal on crits, which will be a little bit annoying. I feel like they're still taking that balance mark as damage. Oh, that might be Ada's passive. She has a passive that I don't think is a mark. Heart Watcher's down by round 4. Hurtful, not great. Things we don't love to see. So Aspen's not going to get any healing until they're 40% HP or below. And that's not great. We've procced our unbending, didn't matter. Aspen still kicked the bucket in the background. And that's not great. Ada's still alive, though. Ada's got a fair amount of self-sustain built in. She's dead. She's dead as a fish. She turned into a fish. We did 100 million more damage, though. Is that luck? I don't know. I'm not sure. One quick check here. I don't think it is a mark. I think it's just her passive ability here. Yeah. So she deals 300% of an enemy's attack against all enemies. Now, I'm not sure how that works. I'm guessing it's per enemy. Like, you would take 300% of your own attack as damage to yourself. And reduces their effect of being healed. That's a little bit annoying. So that's not a mark. That's just a passive raw damage we're going to be taking every single round. But like I said, if we don't get rid of the balance mark, that is going to decimate us, right? 25% of your max HP immediately getting taken as damage is gonna just we're dead. Aspen over here doesn't have any marks that I know of. It's mostly just he does nuking damage, especially once you get kind of low in health, then you're really dead. So I don't, and this could be again a situation where someone like Elena could be nice. I'm not sure, of course, I could be wrong, but her little ability here, what is it? This outburst of magic. When your enemies have higher energy than 50, it damages them and then clears all their energy. So we could stop them from casting active skills potentially with an Elena, which would be nice. Even if you stop just a couple of those, that might save us on a fair amount of damage. I think she also drains energy with one of her attacks. Yeah. And it would probably be going, I'm not sure who has the higher attack, probably Aspen. So having someone like this in the team could make these a little bit easier. Of course, Drake removing armor would also be pretty nice. What is this one? The Shadow Demon. Ooh, Demon Shadows. But she also has some healing built into her kit for your team as well. So if we did bump up an Elena, that might help us a little bit here. I don't want to build her today just because I might build her tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow, because we're going to get a bunch more of these Transcendence chests that I've got right meow. Is it you? Yeah, I've already got 5 more Elena copies just chilling in here from this event. This event was crazy. Holy crap. What an event. Don't really need any of these guys, though, but we can get 5 more Elena copies, which means I can build my Elena without using these enabled Elenas, right? Or the awakened ones. I can build her with the one that I want to use. I could even sell this C- Elena if I wanted to. But I don't think it's obviously as good as the other one. 1691 and 20. Little less attack, but way more health and better speed, which that's probably better for a healer than the extra attack. I could be wrong. But yeah, the C+ Elena, I'll probably just build her up using those copies, get her to 10-star, E1, something like that. Plus, like I said, when I finish Card Clash of Illusion, we'll get a couple more of those chests anyway for burning the cards. Bet. Not really sure what else I can do here in terms of survivability. The Unbending will, I'll be honest, I don't know that it made that big of a difference. So maybe we'll just try to go for heals. Just heal ourselves as we deal deeps. I felt like that was a stronger option, but I could be wrong. Let's see. We'll leave Ada the way she was. She kind of survived as is, but maybe that's just because she didn't get targeted a bunch. We'll run one more like this, see how our damage shakes out, and then we'll just smash it the rest of the way, because I got to beat stage 7. I need it. I need it to be done. It gives us extra loot in the Void campaigns. We did do 1% each time. That's nice. And let's roll with it. Let's just get her going. But yeah, so if we do stage 7, we do unlock a permanent 15% increase in loot in the Void campaign, which is great. We do a fair amount, or not Void campaign, the Void, Arc of the Void, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying. You're here with me. You know what I'm talking about. The Gate of the Void. We got there. We got there. But a bonus 15% loot, pretty solid. Can't really complain about it. Might as well get it. And we can definitely get it. We got 300 Brave Trial thing, or broken badges to burn. We can absolutely burn those. Everyone's still alive. That could have probably one-tapped Horus there if that would have hit him. It didn't. We're still alive. Horus actually still hanging in there. Like a champ. Like a champ. Horus is dead. We're still going. We still got Aspen and Ada up. That's nice. Those are our big DPS bros. No crit there. Hurts my soul probably more than you'd like to know. But it just be the way that it is sometimes. She's going to go down. Oh yeah, I forgot I left Unbending Will on her. That's nice. Didn't last long. Dead fish, 669 million damage. We're hanging out. We dropped a tremendous amount. From stage 6 to stage 7, quite the jump in the old power. These bros be hitting pretty hard, right? And I figure with percent-based damage and stuff like that, this was going to be a tough wave. This is essentially like us. Aspen Ada, right? They're just us. They're not as cool as us. We do more damage to them than they do to us. They just got like cheat codes for HP. You know what I'm saying? They got that max HP stat way up there in the world. Is that still 98? So we're not doing quite 1% per go. But that's okay. We've got 305 of these suckers. We're going to take you down. How many did it take? We'll see. 231. Wait. That's like 70. So we did a little more than 1% damage on those nerds. I hate Carrie. I'm just going to go ahead and say I hate Carrie. I hate Carrie so much. Just a pure hatred. Look at that face. I want to smack it. Smack that face. Energy drain. Super duper annoying hero to fight. I don't even want to mess with that noise. That's just going to be... That's going to be not fun. We'll do one little tickle attack on it just to see how horribly bad it is. But it's going to be bad. I get the feeling it's going to be... Yeah. Oh, and just the fact she can just randomly dodge attacks. It's so cool. So cool. She just... Whoop, look at that. You missed. Oh my gosh. These guys are freaks. Oh, just dodge it again. No big deal. Look at me over here just slipping around in the bushes, not getting hit by your Aspen. I hate her. I hate her life. You can't tell. My hate for Carrie is high. I'm not a Carrie enjoyer. I've lost my mouse. I found it. Ada's still going strong, still doing things. At least she's attacking this guy, because this chick just annoying. 66 million damage, going absolute ham mode there. Aspen did a big fat 0. You know why he did a big fat 0? Because he missed her 2 times in a row. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, I'm not sure if precision matters on that. We got this, though. Give me all these things. Noise. Oh, yeah, we got the stage 7 was actually a monthly event as well, plus a lot of dollars out of that, which is good. My dollars were getting low. But yeah, hold up. Let me think. Let me look at this old demon witch. Carrie. Where is this at? Yeah, 40% chance to just dodge damage, right? Just dodge it. Just up 40% chance that you're just gonna miss. That's a load of crap. Now, I'm not sure if precision counters this. That's something I don't know. If it does, not a huge deal, can be overcome. I don't know that my Aspen has any precision. Wrong Aspen, I want to see my Aspen. Do you have any precision? 0 precision, so maybe that could be the problem. Maybe with an Antler's Cane, or not an, yeah, an Antler's Cane, instead of the Punisher Staff, with his precision bonus, he wouldn't miss. I don't know if that's how you counter that ridiculous dodge. Hopefully it has a counter. If it doesn't, I just hate it. I just hate it so much. So much hate in my heart for the Carrie. I just don't like her. I just don't like her even a little bit. She's a turd. Turd sandwich all the way through and through. The other guy, I don't really know about him. I want to say his name's Terra. I'm right. Oh, bonk. Don't really know a whole lot about this, bro. Although he did smoke the living scrote out of me like 2 seconds ago. So, I mean, obviously he's doing some stuff. But I feel like that's also an issue on our end. We don't have a team that should be level 190, right? Right now, our team looks like a free-to-play player's team. Why? Oh, is that what that means? He's a tenant? Householder? Holding down the house with his bro? Is that what those mean? Those weren't there before. That's my assumption. Assumption unlocked. But yeah, these guys just absolutely pooed all over us, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. It was just absolute decimation nation, and that's not great. So we need a lot more power to come out. I'm assuming hopefully star spawns will give me a little bit of a more power boost, help scale everyone up a little bit, which will be nice, because I don't have any of those. Right now, our tree is a naked tree. It's a level 30 tree, but it's naked. There's no one hanging out here bouncing around being happy little star spawns. We got zilch. So I'm probably going to end up buying that star spawn chest out of the event, push stage 9, because we can do that. We do have enough to make stage 9. We have 7 cards now. We'll get 7 more at daily reset, and we've got plenty that we can buy with the contract starry gems to go ahead and push our way through stage 9. We'll probably need to buy 15 or so cards, maybe, tops, and that's not a big deal. Smoke this one out, get stage 9 done. We'll grab out some of this stuff. Oh, we could use this. We could use this to get a bunch of wood. Toolboxes. Wooden toolboxes. We could do that. Nice. We get 5 of those. We get 10 of those. Dang, we could upgrade that quite a bit then. Not bad. Plus we'll get the 5 coins though, and that's really what I'm going for is the 5 coins, because that's going to let us snag out the old star spawn eggs. We already got 5 right now. We could go ahead and buy this. 15 void egg selection chest. Plus you get some of these upgrade materials. I don't know much about them. I'm guessing as they get stronger, you need the higher tier ones to level them up. But you get 5 of these chests. So one of these chests is probably going to go directly to eggs. And then maybe some of these, if I need to upgrade our eggs, maybe we just get a whole bunch of eggs and some of this. I don't really know. We'll get that when we get that. It will probably use the other 5 we get from stage 9 over here on the active skill sublimations. I could go both on active skill, but like I said, I have no star spawns. It is fixed stats. Our account right now is pretty low in fixed stats. So it seems like a nice way to get some power rolling. With that said, though, I believe that's all the feller needed to try to do today. I guess we'd have a guild boss we could smoke on real fast. We actually have probably 4 guild bosses. Let's see the difference. A stage 40 guild boss versus Broken Spaces 7/8. This is a Berea. He bonks on the front line. Doesn't really matter. I guess we'll put someone who... I guess he's probably fine there. We got our boss damage enables kind of already on. 3 Bereas. Interesting. They just do 1 damage somehow? I don't know how that happened, but it is. We did 1. Pop this in. Oh my goodness. All right, the guild bosses are starting to be serious. They're starting to not play games. They're starting to be like, what's up? Aura's taking some damage. Does Berea have precision, or am I just not blocking with my bro? I don't know. That's a heck of a heal right there, though. Good lord. Nice. Nice. I don't know. He's got something here. Is he low? Maybe he lowers your block chance. Horus is somehow clawing his way back from dang near death. We killed them. They're dead. I wasn't paying attention to their health. I was watching Horus's health. But they're dead. 2.3 billion. They've got a fair amount more health. They were scaling for a long time, like the first 30 guild bosses. They were hanging around like 400, 500 million health. Then all of a sudden they started jumping up a bit. And right now, all at 2.3 bill. Not bad. But because of that, I need to go check out Berea. Just because I forget what he actually does. He's an old bro. I don't think he can be Void Imprinted. I think he's in the old people category. Steal armor. Interesting. So he steals armor. See anything about reducing enemy block? He goes through armor. Makes sense. Boosts himself crit and crit damage. Does percent based on the target's max HP. That's why they were doing so much damage. So no, he doesn't reduce block or anything. Just armor. All right, Gwild. Let's try that again. This is Margaret, so that's some damage over time. Are we going to have to worry about the damage over time? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The stun a little annoying, but their damage isn't great. They're not even like really hurting these people in the back line that bad. It is only round 4, but man, they're getting smoked on quick. They're getting smoked on real fast. It must have been Berea's just 20% bonus HP damage, why he was hitting so hard. Dude, Aspen is just a monster. That chick was like, oh, I hit 40% HP threshold. Dead. Absolutely dead. Goodness. He just smokes on people. He just gives them the old, and they're done. You're dead now, right? Yep. Just you, and now you're dead. Good night. Only 1.9 billion HP. He did 1.5 billion of that. V4 makes a difference. What can I say? Aspen's always been kind of a monster, though. Love to see him doing some work. Walter, I think Walter attacks backline bros. So we'll let this guy... Maybe I probably should put Heartwatcher in the front, honestly. And maybe Horus in the back. That might be the smarter play here, because if she gets stunned, it'll be a little bit annoying. She'll lower our damage output. But is it going to be a big difference? Is that really what... Is it gonna matter? Probably not. Aspen kind of just drops the old Dookie train. Once they get to about 40% HP, it's just over for him. He's going to give them the old bonk. Oh, I bet that's why our damage went up so high. Once the Aspen and Ada got low on health in that broken spaces, every time he was attacking somebody at 40% or below health. He was healing more, dealing more damage. You gotta pay attention to stuff like that, and I don't. He's gonna die the next time Aspen smacks him, 100% guaranteed, no doubt in my mind. He's gonna get donked on. And donk. There it is. There it is. 3 billion. Quite the jump. 2.6 billion of that coming from Aspen, doing like 90% of the work there. Well done, Aspen. What a freak. What an absolute freak. Oh, the Mickey-nator. Mickey sucks. Like, she's just not good. She does have block, though. Block that heals, but because they've removed her ability to actually heal in boss fights, I'm assuming that's probably to like stop like low-level players from attacking your guild boss and just healing your guild boss back up. But I feel like that would be an interesting mechanic to actually have in some boss fights where the boss could legitimately heal and not heal like 0% of their health or something. But actually have like heals built in, so it would be important to build like healing reduction and stuff like that. Bring Amun Ra. I don't know. Cool mechanics. Only 2 billion health. Absolute turd. Got decimated. Honestly, Horus, well done. You did a great job there. Love to see Horus coming in clutch. 4 guild bosses down in 4 attacks. Things you love to see. Let's go ahead and grab out all that. We already killed all these bosses. Yes. There's a couple bosses in here that I've actually gotten like loot for killing them for the first time again, which is crazy. I guess I missed some back in the day, so I got them. Now I got them. But with that done, I think that is all we want to do today. We've got our broken spaces where we got it. Our monthly event now is looking a little bit better because this is now done. Wait, it doesn't even tell you. Or it's up here. Up here, you gotta do the thing. So, Fusion Awakening, I should probably try to fuse up in the next couple of hours. Like 41 5-star heroes, but I'm too lazy for that noise, and I'm not going to do it. The Brave Trial, we just honestly can't do. We did everything else. I'm happy with that outcome. That worked for me. We do know we can smash all the way to 7 with around 100 Brave Trial badges. I think we had like 350-ish before we started any of this, and we got down to 230. So, around 120 of these. And we can always buy them with gems, although it seems like a waste. But getting to stage 7, we do know we can do that for... you know, a reasonable amount of stuff. And that's a nice thing to know. Plus, like I said, as our power climbs, as we get more fixed stats, more treasure train and stuff rolling in, this number will go down dramatically how much we need to actually get to 7. And we might even be able to start tickling on 8, 9, and 10. I don't even know about this crap, dude. This is crazy. It's crazy how massive the jump has been. From even 6 to 7 was big. And 5 to 6 was honestly quite large as well. They were doing some damage. That Oberon was putting out the deeps on us. We did well. We did well. Next month, I'm going to try to focus on actually doing the Brave Trial and finishing it, and not just lazing my way through it. I'll try to be naked my heroes and go in and actually clear night mode 3 times to get this out the way. We also missed out on $20 million in 5 orbs, which hurts my soul a bit. But like I said, we started this like halfway through the month or something before I actually started doing anything on this account. So what can you expect? Not much. Though, we still do have Big P loot. So tomorrow maybe, when we do our card clash, I might do the free-to-play account because we can do card clash there. I kind of need to do card clash there. And I might even make an E1 Garuda and start pushing her up a little bit. We do have enough Stellar Shards that I can easily Void Imprint Horus as well, and I feel like those stat boosts that Horus gets from that is going to make him a much stronger tenant for Aspen, which will in turn obviously make Aspen much stronger. And then we're going to get those... There was something. We had something that had Wood in it. I don't know where we had it. Oh, chests. It wasn't here. We were getting wood from something. I saw it with my eyes and like, oh, we'll get that. It's going to be a lot of wood. Where the heck are we getting that from? Oh yeah, Card Clash. My brain is dead. Okay, it just doesn't work anymore. I don't think we have any materials. We have Transcendence copies, Orange exclusive artifact, which is funny, a rookie selection chest, legendary skin, luxury skin, Transcendence copies. Got ourselves a lemon, which I haven't used the lemon yet. These, probably just go with Stellar when I get more of those. I don't think we have any of the chests here. I think I've got some on the mini account, probably from Fantasy Factory or something, that I can open and get like wood or whatnot. But yeah, so we'll be able to upgrade our Horus's house quite a bit after we do stage 9. That'll be nice. But yeah, those are plans for the future. I think that's probably all we've got for today. Again, before we go, one more time, big thank you to all the members supporting the channel. I appreciate it. You guys are really helping me do more stuff. And as these new events come around, like the Easter event, these big things like Anniversary, where the temptation to spend the old dollars goes up, you guys are going to help me make those great decisions to spend those dollars and make more content. So again, big thank you to the channel members. You guys are awesome. But with that said, that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.